We're here to talk about what a lot of couples experience before we left the garage, before we got out of the driveway. We are arguing about something.
It's
Either I'm messing with my phone while I'm trying to get out of the
I
driveway.
cannot stand that.
I haven't put in the address
The
in
GPS.
Waze or GPS, whatever the case may be.
Do you not think you should do that? Do you not think that you should put in the address and get all your phone and gadgets
Well,
and
this
stuff
is
situated?
this is the thing. Men can multitask. I flew airplanes for 20 years and I did a lot of things at one time. I feel quite confident that I can drive out of the neighborhood while I'm putting in the address without running into somebody's house or into their yard or running over a curb. I can do that. But the point is that disagreement could really derail a relationship.
You think so?
It could,
How? You just
because a lot of folks will not bend, will not um, give, just, hey, do what you want to do. We've been married for 30 years, almost 30 years.
mm-hmm.
And every time we leave somewhere and we've got to put the GPS, put some address in the GPS, before we leave, put it in the GPS now.
So why don't
I
you
don't need to.
so why haven't you learned to do that?
I don't, it's not that I haven't learned to do that. I don't need to.
Okay. So that so what we're saying is people don't bend. People are going
But if
your
you don't,
partner is going to do what he or she wants to do, and you have to just go with it. So what I've learned to do is to make some type of movement. You know how I make my movement? And I'll just I'll do
hey,
something,
listen, fellas.
and then
No, no,
he'll
let me
be
talk to the fellas
no,
real
but
quick. Let me
then
talk to the fellas real quick.
but
Hey, fellas, listen. We can we can multitask. All I say is, don't run up on somebody's fucking curb, or don't run into their house, or
please,
don't hit anybody
because you won't ever live it
until you
down.
did. Yeah, you will never live it down.
Never,
You'll never live it down.
never,
I
because
am very confident that between backing out of the driveway and getting to the corner, I can punch in the GPS address
hmm
without running into anyone, hitting a car, or running into somebody's yard.
okay.
I can do that.
So
Now, if I'm on the interstate, okay, I could probably do it by myself. I know I could do it by myself, but I'll ask you to do it. But in the neighborhood where I'm going 10 miles an hour, we're pretty safe.
okay,
But what I'm trying to relay is, don't let that ruin your relationship.
or even ruin not necessarily your relationship, even ruin when you get to your destination.
Yeah, because
That
if you're in a hotel, fellas,
that
it's going down.
what? So
It's going down.
let me tell you. So
No, 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 no,
no,
no, no, no, no. We have to stick together. If these folks who are listening, they're young, they don't have kids, they're traveling 3, 4, 5, 8 hours, however long it is.
uh-huh.
When they get to the hotel, it's going down.
I know, but let me
No, okay.
okay, but let me tell you, when we were first married, and our drives, they always end up in an argument. Always begin in some type of disagreement, and then when we would get to where we were going, Virgil could let stuff go. He could be like, "Hey, you want something to drink? Hey, you want to do this?" So nobody will know that we're upset. But me, I'm like,
And
mm-mm.
fellas, you know why I can let that shit go.
Right.
Because I know there's a prize at the end.
But if you don't let it go, and people are like, "Are y'all okay?" And then he's pulling me to the side. Listen, you better get your attitude right. You can be mad when we leave here, but you need to be happy while we here. These folks don't need to know that you mad at me about some
I
bull
don't give a
crap.
shit about them people. I'm
Yes,
talking about what's
but
gonna happen. I'm talking about what's at the end.
yeah,
Now, if you're in heavy traffic at 90 miles an hour and you're trying to punch in, that's different, right? That's different,
yes,
huh?
yeah. You don't please don't do that. I
Yeah.
would grab his phone. I would grab his phone because Virgil do a lot of.
Because I listen,
I know,
I I was able to multitask for a long time.
I know,
And
but it just
if you
makes me nervous.
when you're in the airplane and you're having to change your route and do all of that, I feel confident that I can change the address while I'm driving. If I can fly an airplane and change the location that I'm going, I'm sure I can do that in the car.
Yep.
Right?
Okay. So we have learned to agree to disagree. So when he sees that I'm fidgeting, or when I'm just making a sound, or I'm not looking, he'll say, "Hey, can you punch this in the phone?" And we'll punch it in, and I'll punch it in the phone, and it's all good. It's all good. So the situation, don't let it derail, and don't let it derail who's driving.
Well, that's
Who's
different. That's different.
who's
That's
driving?
no, that's different. Fellas, there is no way you can be at least me. I can't be comfortable when she's driving.
And that's
But
okay. I
but
like that.
yesterday on our way home, yesterday I went to sleep with no problem.
But you have learned to okay, let me get my wife out of traffic,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
let me get her out of traffic and get her to where we can just, hey, just take us on in.
Now there's
And you
some
know what?
wives
And
though,
yet
but there's some wives that they drive just fine. Now I don't know how their
I
husband.
drive just
Hold on a second. Let's not get carried away. I don't. There's some wives that drive more aggressive than their husbands,
fine. Yeah.
and that dude, you guys may be okay with it. My wife doesn't. She'll get behind a car and she will not get in the left lane, and that drives me bananas. Instead of that shit taking us an hour, it's an hour and 45 minutes.
But that's 45 extra minutes in the
I
car with me.
shit, I could be 45 minutes at the house with you. I don't need to be in that car.
So you have learned to let me get her out of traffic so she can just take us on in. So yesterday was very, very good.
It was
And I was
excellent.
proud of you.
It was excellent.
I was proud of you because I was like, where are we going? You need gas? And you was like, no, you're about to take over. And I said, we got to get back on the highway. And you said no. And I was like, and you knew that calmed me. And I drove, and there was no argument.
And
And
when
it
I
was
woke up, you were going 90 miles an hour.
because if you let me drive, I can drive if you let me. But you. Hey, have you if you see those reels when they say you are a woman that can do it by yourself, but you're with a man or a partner that says you don't have to. So you like to do stuff for me, and I let you do stuff for me, and sometimes I pretend that I don't know really how to do it
I don't think
because
that you
because I
pretend like you don't know.
sometimes, yeah. So I be like, you know what? Let me let him do
Let's
this
not
for me.
pretend anymore. If you know how to do some shit, do it.
No, but I like you to do it
Nah,
because I
nah,
like you to
nah,
feel helpful.
nah. I don't need to feel helpful. I could I could surf the internet or social media in the
Even
passenger
like
seat just as easy as I could
even like
drive.
cutting stuff. You be like, let me have that. Let me
Oh,
cut it.
because you'll cut your
Cause
hand off if you're
no,
cooking. You're gonna cut your finger off if you're cooking.
you like to do things for me. So yesterday was great. You got me off. You got me
I
off the
got you off the
highway,
interstate,
and we ended up fine.
and
And I
we
appreciate
were
that.
fine.
And
And
I
I
didn't tell you that. I should have said thank you. I should have said thank you. So I'm gonna say it. Thank you. Just say you welcome, and that's it.
you're welcome.
Thank. Don't you say anything else. That's it.
You're welcome.
I was.
There you go.
Yes.
There you go.
I love you.
I love you more.
All right, guys.
Hey,
Bye.
folks, we'll talk to you guys later.